Hello, sacred ones, and welcome to a new week. So, this week the oracle got a little bit sick, and I'm having trouble speaking. And it has been an interesting journey to realize how beautiful the voice is and what a gift it is. And you don't always realize how precious something is until it starts to be more difficult to do the things that are very simple to do regularly when we're healthy. And I didn't want to do an oracle vlog this week because this sounded really sexy with my sexy coffee voice here. But then I thought, no, you know what? This is me, and this is true to who I am, and I don't intend to pretend to be perfect and have it all together. And I am a human being, and I live in a human body, and I want to honor my voice every day, no matter what it sounds like. This week I had the opportunity to see two films that I would highly recommend. I think they are must-see films for all of us who are living conscious lives and want to be in touch with what is happening in our world today. The first film I saw was Snowden, and I was so inspired by this young man's bravery to tell the truth and to be willing to tell the truth at great risk to himself and to others around him for the benefit of all humanity. And this is a powerful film that really unveils and discloses how our government has been spying on all of us without our permission and perpetuating what I see as a rape culture by coming into private spaces, being able to access watching us through our laptops without our permission at any time of day, and penetrating our private world and taking away our rights to privacy without our permission. To see this young man's consciousness and his struggle to wrestle with that fact, I was really inspired that the work that we all have to do to remain sincere to our instincts and to our guts during these times, and to check in with ourselves. Are we selling out? Are we acting out of fear? Or are we acting out of courage and standing in our truth and standing up for the benefit of all beings? And these are questions that we all are being asked at this time to really consider, where do we fall? And I would highly recommend seeing this film and to see what great risk this person took for you and me, and to see that there are modern day heroes among us. The second film I saw last night was just released on Netflix. It's called Audrey and Daisy. And this is another film about women speaking out against sexual violence that happened to them, and how difficult it is for their story to be heard in a rape culture, and a culture that raises men to objectify women, and how difficult it is to work through the legal system and to really be taken seriously and to be seen and to be heard. And the bravery of these girls to tell their story was so moving and so profound. In church this morning, I heard about Dietrich Bonhoeffer and his stand that he took against Hitler, and how we are all being called at this time to wake up and drop down into your body and listen to the body. This week, my body did not want to have any more beer. And I have to listen and honor my body and honor the truth of my being and rest when I'm sick. We need to live in harmony with our bodies. We need to live in harmony with the earth. And our lives begin to end the day that we become silent about the things that matter most, said Martin Luther King Jr. Silence serves those in power. speaking our truth, coming out of the closet, being free spirits, being free people requires that we all have a voice. The word voice comes from, I believe it's the Latin vocar. It has to do with vocation. And so as we discover, how do I be in the world as me? Many of us feel the pressures every day. I can't say this, or if I let this person know that I think this, I'm going to break this relationship. And it is a noble thing to work graciously, to be in harmony in our relationships with one another, and to be cautious. But when that value of pleasing others comes at the expense of our soul and of our truth, and when that soul truth never has the opportunity to express itself, to come into the world, then we are experiencing a kind of soul collapse. And our work is to honor both this inner truth and our relationships, to find that balance between what is the highest good for all beings. And oftentimes, many of us have stayed silent for other people's benefit. And now we're being asked to find a better balance. I know this has been my own story. And to realize that the cost, there is a cost to speaking and to telling the truth. And we're seeing that as Snowden is living in Russia presently, because our country that says that it values freedom of speech, and that it values the Constitution in protecting people's right to privacy and to the pursuit of happiness, because Snowden exposed some incongruent values and ways in which we were out of alignment as a people with those values, he's in exile. Or the ways that girls who are coming forward and speaking about sexual abuse and still unable to have justice granted to them. We are seeing very clearly how there is so many things to heal among us and within us. So many opportunities to find a new vocation that honors the soul. So the consequence of speaking and pressing into the soul life is big and scary, and it can have big consequences. However, the consequence of not speaking, I feel, is worse. We've been given this one precious life, as Mary Oliver says. What are you going to do with this one precious life that's been given to you? It is a gift, and we are here to share this gift of our souls and of our light with others. So do not hide your light under a bushel. Let it shine. Let your voice be heard. Come into the chorus of voices and the chorus of those standing with courage to speak the truth and to create a better world for the highest good of all beings. So many blessings on this week as you find your vocation, as you listen deeply to the voice of your own soul and move in the world in a way that is harmonious with your deepest truth and your highest good. The light in me salutes the light in you. Namaste.